Batman 617.
Greetings and salutations, Batman family, and welcome to the 2014. Let me fix this here. Comic Book Community Review Project of Hush, brought to you by Running with Comics. Congratulations to the family before me for their exceptional insight and reviews on this epic tale that most of us comic book readers hold in high esteem. And good luck to the remainders. I'm sure all of you will do the same. I'm not as articulate like most on here when it comes to identifying, describing, and expressing emotions in a comic book review. So I'll leave the recap of the previous issues in your hands and check out the reviews done by my friends by following the links down below. Before I get into my issue 617, I'd like to tell you about the first time I encountered Hush and the impact it had by reigniting my passion for Batman. I remember the solicits in a Wizard magazine, and the headlines read, Marvel's Golden Boy to draw Batman. Jim Lee, the man responsible for selling 8 million copies of X-Men #1. The man who, in my opinion, draws the most exceptional Magneto and has trumped it by penciling a cape and a cowl. Jim Lee, this was your moment. You're meant to be here. Just like I was meant to go back into my shop and pick up issue 614. Mind you, it took me 4 months after Chef Life to actually read that comic. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I give you Batman 617, The Grave. Alright, I chose to produce this little vignette to put you, the viewer, in the state of mind that some of us were in while reading this epic event for the first time. I wasn't one of them, but just want to put you in the same state of mind that has riddled Batman his entire caped career. Feelings of despair, loneliness, regret, and the inherited ability to not trust anyone. So we're at the tail end of the story here, and the relationship between Selina and Bruce have come to the psychology that this relationship might actually work. So let's talk about one key factor here, which is commitments. Well, they have displayed actions so far of we're in this together no matter what, working together both as a couple to find a solution to the problem. Also, vulnerability, taking the risk to be yourself. Batman took off the cowl and revealed his true identity to Selina. What about the location? This issue takes place in the Batcave with Selina there. So how much more vulnerable can Batman be thinning himself out like this? And lastly, I want to touch on trust. Does he actually trust her? Well, Tim Drake and Batman stage a fight with Catwoman to see if she's actually trustworthy. A test, I guess, to see if she's truly of good character. This is a Batman Hush Unwrapped hardcover. It displays the sketches. It's in sketch format, the original panels. It has actually notes by Jim Lee. A lot of notes talk about precipitation, whether it be rain or snow, which was awesome. And I want to talk about the marriage between Loeb and Lee in my issue, where the ability that they had by mirroring a fight between Cat and Bird when Tim Drake and Catwoman were fighting. That was awesome stuff. And Catwoman actually storms out of the cave due to her spat with Teen Wonder and finds a tripped out Huntress riding her motorcycle in the street. A lot of confusion is being shown here with Huntress, not making sense, but we soon find out that she's under the influence of Scarecrow. Here you go, folks. I'm almost done. But I just want to mention one more thing about the overall story of Hush before I get to the last panel, okay? So, Hush. Hush is a story about mind manipulation, chess, and a little bit about the board game Risk. The flashbacks throughout the story have shown us a little window of residual haunts between Tommy and Bruce playing toy soldiers, constantly one-upping each other, just like a game of Risk or chess. You can physically fight Batman, but seriously, you'll lose. He is immortal, and it's actually true that this story portrays Batman more human than anything. Now, a successful antagonist for Batman is one who pushes the right buttons. Right? We all know who the frontrunners are, and they are pretty intense. Residual hauntings of failure to take out the Batman. You must plant that seed of doubt in the head of the best detective in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the prodigal son, Jason Todd, has resurrected from the grave. This does make sense, correct? Doesn't it? Like, how many times has Jason's name been brought up throughout the story? Several times, maybe. And how many times has Jason Todd been mentioned since his death from 20 years? Every single issue. Jason Todd has casted the ultimate shadow over Batman since his demise. The ultimate failure. Not because Batman didn't get there in time to save him. Well, basically because Jason Todd should have never been Robin. The dangerous quality about the character JT is the essence of his appeal. Is Jason Todd the one person that can bring doubt to Batman? Just in the form of presence? Absolutely. Absolutely. A memorialized uniform tombed in glass is a haunting that keeps playing over and over in Batman's mind. You see, I know you want me to talk more about JT, so I'm going to ask you guys all a favor. My friend Awful's Thoughts is up next, and I want you guys to watch his review tomorrow. In the comments below, you tell him, Bat Chat, Red Hood Spotlight. Thanks guys for tuning in. Thanks guys for tuning in on everyone's videos. Thanks so much, Scott, for inviting me. I love talking Batman. I wish I had more time, more opportunity to talk about Batman. I talk about Batman every day if I could, but unfortunately, that's not possible. So, anyways, thanks so much, guys. Peace.